Welcome back, fellow gamer. I want to talk to you today about 3 of the cards that have been previewed since my last update on Monday. So I didn't do a video yesterday because that's not part of the schedule. So I wanted to do one today to recap a few of the spoilers. But there's three. Actually, the 3 that I want to talk about mainly are from today, one being yesterday, one being the Blue God. So I'll talk about that one. I'm not a big fan of the card. I'm not a big fan of both gods that have been spoiled so far. So I'm thinking we're probably not going to get the other gods on the same power level as we had the Theros gods. That's fine. I mean, not all the gods, I guess, have to be gangbuster. I know these gods are probably going to end up being flavorfully like mortals or something like that. I don't know. I just think that it's probably intentional to go this way, not necessarily for a power creep, but I think that maybe the story ties into it a bit. If they're too powerful, maybe, Bolas wouldn't be able to control them or something. I don't know. I just feel like it's done on purpose. So I'm kind of forgetting about the gods at this point, unless I'm proven otherwise, and that we see the cards that are remaining to be spoiled, the god cards that is, to be powerhouses. Because right now the 2 gods spoiled are just not good. Speaking of the blue god directly, I don't think I can really. I mean, yeah, you can bounce a land to your hand, and you can also, draw a card for 4. People seem to like it. I don't know why. I don't like it that much. I think it's overcosted to draw a card. The land bounce, if you have a landfall deck going on, then cool. And if you have some way of playing multiple lands a turn, I could see that really slot in pretty well. But it's not something that I am overly thrilled about. Maybe I'm just misreading the card, or maybe I don't know. I don't know. I don't have much more to say on it that I don't like it. What I do like, though, are the 3 cards I'm going to be talking about next. First off, Gideon. So Gideon is really interesting. No minus ability. That's not too odd, especially for Gideon. The interesting part is the emblem that you can get right away, where you won't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game if you control a Gideon Planeswalker. So right off the bat, I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool, especially if you have a Gideon heavy deck. You're good to go, especially if you can defend them, if you can create some sort of pillow fort where Gideon can't be removed or attacked or something along those lines. You're laughing all the way to the bank. I'm starting to think of a few commander decks that I can run that would be this. So we'll see. I'm definitely excited about that. I also like his plus ability, where you can essentially negate a creature's attacking ability. So if your opponent has a really big bomb, or there's something that happens when he attacks, like let's say a Phyrexian Obliterator, that there shuts it down pretty easily, because you don't necessarily have to block that Obliterator, and you're not sacrificing a bunch of permanents. Likewise, it has effects in Commander where something won't do commander damage to you, so it won't knock you out of the game through commander damage if you just keep targeting the commander. That's really cool. The other thing I really like that was spoiled today is the Combat Celebrant. So the interesting thing here is that it is not a legendary creature. So you're exerting this creature, you're taking an additional combat phase. Well, if you're able to make a lot of copies of this guy, maybe run a Kiki Jiki and a few other things that maybe just make copies, you have a lot of tokens that can then attack, exert that one, not the rest of them, and then attack and keep attacking. And I can picture quite a few scenarios where it's a blowout. And that's great because he's not a legendary creature. I do see application for him. He actually isn't costed that bad either. So all around, I really like this. I think this is going to be a card that might end up being expensive. I think this will probably see play in other formats. But the one that I really, really like, the one that's really getting me going, is the card as Foretold. That's awesome. That, to me, I'm going to run a proliferate deck. I'm going to make sure that this card is in there. I love casting stuff for free. This is like a baby omniscience. So that's always a welcome sight, especially if you get this out early. It only costs 3. If you are playing a long game and each turn you're casting something for free, you're laughing. You're laughing. Those are the cards that I want to highlight. Are there any cards that I didn't mention that you are really excited about, or that you think are complete busts? Unintentional busts, because there are good and bad cards in every set, some intentional, some not, but I would love to know either way what you think about the cards being spoiled so far. Let me know in the comments below, and if you'd like to check out some of my other videos, you can do that right over there. And if you'd like to subscribe, you can do that right there. It not only helps the channel, but it lets you know when we upload new content. I'd like to thank you for making me a part of your day, and until next time, good gaming.